Katsotaan tuo. Sitten taas katsotaan, onko mä livessä vai en. Katsotaan nopeasti. Katsotaan toimiko se aiempi striimi sitten. Toimi se. Kyllä tääkin sitten toimii. Noniin. Tervetuloa. Taas liveen. Nyt ollaan tullut. Nyt aloitan New Game. Mulla oli tommonen pikkunen testailu vaan. No okei. Mitä? Kuinka? Jaa! Huomaanpa hyvinkin. However. Try blinking. Oh! Joo. Sitten kun pitää vaihtaa asentoa. Mä teen sen suoraan. Miten toi tyyny on tuolla selän takana ja sitten laitan itselleni jonkun niskatyynynkin. Tää voi olla ihan miellyttävä experience. No, ollaan vaikka näin. Meni siihen. Joo. Kesken. Eli se on metronomi. Tää on coolia. Tää on oikeesti. Mä en edes varmaan tarvii. Kyllä mä voisin ohjaimia pitää sieltä.
Fouls. That's mine. Well, hello there, stranger.
Oho.
You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with.
Okei, no sitten mä teen niin, että mä sammutan mun ohjaimet. Koska siinä vaan menee turhaan akkua. Näin. Mulla vaan...
I have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense.
Joo.
So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius. Yeah, I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you.
Ah.
See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? Better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? The big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from prow to stir. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good layabouts. Unsatisfactory clock watchers. I got some words for you. Sorry you had to hear that. Ooh. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning. The first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works.
Okay.
Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time. I'm touched you enjoy my company. I really am. But I'll have to ask you to have some respect for the process here.
And just try to enjoy it this time.
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh? Well, I get that. I like it too.
Tää on ihan mahtava peli.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave.
11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to the...
Ei!
Day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Now, where's the first page of my piece? I can't find it anywhere. Did I put it in here? No.
Ai että. Ai.
Okay. Go ahead, kid. Look at that!
Wow.
Little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. It'll really be something to see how he grows. Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic. Where's that beep? Oh, it's odd. So I fear this battery isn't even working. Load memory stick. What does that mean?
Joo. Ah.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Voi persemät.
Sounds good, honey!
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
I like the
Joo.
music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah. I worry that might have something to do with it.
Vähän hullu peli. Ah.
Look at his little face.
Se
What
Venä.
he's thinking about.
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean,
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot. Oh, that's sure a little mess of color. Hey, we do not throw things in this house. If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it. You know, one day you'll be able to paint a...
No. Oh my god.
See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, He made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything, though. He was what you might call the strong, silent type.
Ei.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
Lahja.
I just don't want him to get attached. Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But while he's here, I say we call him Ernie. Little Ernie. Fits him, doesn't it?
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so sweet.
Ei. Mä en kestä.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
Sitten kun mä räppään silmiä koko ajan.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
Niin. En mä tiedä. Egypti.
Now, you know the ancient Egyptians believed cats had godlike powers. They would have worshipped our little Ernie. Can you imagine?
Ei mä nauroja. Ei. Oh my god. Sitten kun tulee niin jotain viestejä venakkas. Joku se on vaan snappia mitään. Tää!
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Yeah, sure. But you know anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be up to the task. She's very gifted.
Richard, no one in this town knows anything. Maybe I'll just have to do it myself.
Good idea. I think that settles it.
But who's this mysterious woman you're talking about? I hope you're not in love with her.
Mitä?
You know, I really was for a while, but then she revealed herself to be much stupider than I thought.
Richard, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Mitä hittoa? Oh, what's it?
Oh, God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Tuoko mä vaikka käyttää käsiä?
Don't worry, I already did.
Oh, thank God. For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
Näin musiikin. On se kissa kyllä söpö. Joo. Nice.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you...
Se ei kasvanut.
What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
Oh, come on, bro. Miksi?
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know it's time to... This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit. You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on. I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that? I wonder if he'll even recognize me.
Niinpä. Eli mä oon nyt YKK 5-vuotias tässä. Nyt on jotain surullista.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay? Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
Tää. No niin, anna me soittaa.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, I don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
Ai tuo.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day,
Hitto. Joko ei niin täällä.
Ernie,
Ernie.
buddy,
Ernie,
Ernie.
Ernie, we need you.
God, Elle, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, get it.
Ei!
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie, kid, come to Papa. I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night? Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up on one side and he doesn't even know.
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's boy.
And you're sure about that?
Thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on... Say that one more time to me.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away,
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find
Bruh. It just
Keeps
happened.
coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it. Come on.
Crazy rata. Australiassa.
Can't put a price on learning.
Mitä? No niin, mulla alkaa silmät pettää. Okay.
I know it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex, but just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
Competition. Ai nyt on joulukuu.
bits on each side. 2 screws on each bracket.
Ei! Perse.
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
Nyt alkaa muuttumaan vähän. Meno.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's in my house. You have 5 minutes to get down or I'll drive it back with you up there.
You're not my house. You're not. Fall back, you fool! I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, come play inside. It's late.
Maybe if you actually got me a playscape, I'd want to play inside.
That's not fair, Chloe.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! Come over here. Yes, Mr. Camera Boy, I'm talking to you.
Joo, vähän vaikea. No. Mitä?
Why are you
Asia.
always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
No.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try.
No, yritin. Voi hito pieno.
Play for us.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Ah, very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Known legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops the dinner party short.
Oh,
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Nah, what a shock.
Siinä. Let's go! No.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units.
Look on your desk.
Voi vit.
Something.
Joo, on mulla. We are in the same class. What's a concept? Keep in mind.
This is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
Ah, joo.
Okay. Now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course.
No.
So those...
Juu, ei kiinnosta.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself.
Niin, voi oma.
Though, I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
11-vuotissentteri takaa. No niin.
Definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use...
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something. It's just, you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco. I want you at a place where people really get you.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition?
No, eipä nyt kiinnosta.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it.
Ei saatana.
Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you.
Bravo!
What was that? Was that the piece?
Ei ollut
What's going
mitään.
on?
Ei mitään. Ei saatana, tuo pianon soittaminen.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
No praktisetään sitten.
Oh my god. Is she
Et-
really calling you again?
Et
Is she
vie mun...
obsessed with you? Keep that up. You're sounding really good.
Joo, kiva.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is
Mr. Kid.
that's a she.
Look at it.
The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion,
Mitä siinä on?
see, and the body of a hippopotamus. Well, I would not say that to her
Dear
face.
neighbor kid.
Now,
Tonight,
as you can
after
see,
my dad
she
goes
is ready
to...
to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment. Sort of
Go
like
sleep on the
me with your
beach.
weekly quizzes. So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
En tee sä snitchaamut. En tee sä snitchaamut tosta.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason he keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard! Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this is no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Huh. No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please. God, why is it like that?
Aika chilli. Voi vittaa, mä vitän puolentukut.
You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Sitten on liikaa paineita oikeesti.
Turn the lights off.
Danny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Joo. Vittu tää on chilli peli oikeesti. Vittu mä tykkään. Äänessä Niikkaa, mä en oo tollanen. Miksi on näin oudosti? Mutta kun mä haluan olla hyvä pienosoitus, se kiinnostaa.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
Lättyski. No vähän oikein.
Marvelous. How did you ever train such a young boy to play like that?
Kohan mä testaa. Joo, mä jaksa.
If he doesn't let you in after that, I'm not even sure I'd want you at that school. And I could tell you were having so much fun up there.
No en mä nyt tiedä.
You rehearsed enough that it felt complete.
Wow, hei, kato. Playscape, joo.
I'm not.
Sounds like you really nailed it, kiddo.
It's not a matter of me nailing it. He sounded like a professional musician at 11 years old.
That's your mother saying that. Yeah, she doesn't consider kids to be professional musicians.
Because they're not.
What are you talking about?
Performers, yes. Musicians? No. They are not musicians.
Destroyer Tour, Anaheim, July 81. I'm telling you, Ace Frehley was conjuring spirits.
You should have seen the look on that old jerk's face when he realized what he had on his hands.
He was impressed.
Richard, his dentures nearly fell out. His mouth was open so wide.
So what? Kid's a prodigy.
I don't think that. He sounded pretty good. That's all I'll say.
Sounds pretty goddamn prodigal to me.
Ai niin voi paska.
You don't have to open it right now if you don't want to.
What do you mean? Of course he wants to.
I just don't want him to feel pressure.
Sure. Open it whenever you want, sweetie.
En avaa. No vittu avata sitten.
What does it say?
Give him time to read it.
Why are you being silent, Ben? What's it say?
Don't pressure him. He'll tell us once he's ready to tell us. Hey, that's the main thing. It's just a school. It's nothing life or death.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would have been a great opportunity.
Yes. Let's go.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
Sanoiko se oikeesti 5 minutes? Mä en jaksa
It's a
ottaa
crucial
viittä.
time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, listen, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really...
Aha.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
En mä nyt tiiä. Ei! Florida Panthers. Jääkiekko. Joo, käy. Joo, kuulu.
He's drawing. He's becoming completely obsessed.
Why isn't your friend doing this? No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
Hienoja.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
Bruh.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany, very kitsch.
En piirrä sua.
There you go, Mr. Bryn.
Feel each shape.
Suoelpiirre.
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece. I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn. For I fear...
Oh.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
Ei hitto.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Pressenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business of business.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
Me pitää kontrakteja, siis mikä? Ihan mukavalta ei kyllä näyttää. En mä tiedä mihinkä kontrakti mä oon tekemässä, että... Se ei kyllä halunnut se yksi, joten mä teen...
I've got a good feeling about you. We're going to make a lot of money together.
Ei käy. Ei, mitä mä vaan...
To actually making some money with one's art. Lord knows I could never do it.
No, en mä halunnut ihan rahan takia, mutta no.
Ooh, that's good. So, now that you've made it, tell me, what are you going to do with it?
Siis millä? Egyptiin.
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Bryn?
Oh my god. I think it is.
Of all places.
Ei hitto kun mä...
Hey, honey. Your work's incredible. The new stuff is wowing us all. But Ben, I've had an idea. You know, critics are fickle. How about if you go back to your roots? Paint something meaningful, personal, close to your heart. Gotta go. Love you lot.
Katsotaan ensi viikon torstaina sitä sitten.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're at such an important moment in your career, and I'm just so proud of you.
But that's enough for me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife is most proud of. magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here?
Oh, God.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again. Look, you know I talk to big, important people. People who could change your life every day. What the hell am I supposed to say? What do you want me to say? That I haven't heard from my star client in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. You've got to get it together. Love you lots. Mwah. Hey, Benny. Guess who's calling? Well, here's the call. We're finished. We're done so kaput. It's over. Would you shut the hell up, Tabitha? I'm trying to fire a client in here.
Kuuletko minua?
Joo.
Mikolta terveisiä.
Joo, äiti ota. Mä en ole livessä tällä hetkellä.
She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. Then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. Yeah, I think you did the right thing. By the way, she didn't want you to see her like that. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? It's so fascinating.
No. Nyt sinä hait. Remember today is first day of the rest of your life.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Nice. It's a passing day.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
No.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck. You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh, well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
Kyllä se näytti aika paljon siltä, että sillä olisi ollut semmoista stressiä siinä aika paljon.
His childhood was a lonely one, growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
Mä ihan varma, vaikka otan...
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a taskmaster?
Kyllä se oli aika demanding.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could. And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now be honest here. Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his best friend Chloe. And although he gave it everything he had, he was still rejected from the conservatory his mother desperately wanted. Now from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky fowls! All right!
Okay.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who tried to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
Oh. Yeah.
You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
Mitä? Mitä helvettiä?
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
Anteeksi, mitä?
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth. Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, I might be a work of genius just as I was.
I get all this. We need to move. This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Oh, what is it?
See, she knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
One knee and a two. My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused. Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
Tääkin oli mun mielestä vähän sellainen.
Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
No, sorry.
Let's try this again. The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win. When we get back, let's wake Dad up and go down to the beach. What do you say? I want to celebrate. Smell that air. It's such a beautiful night.
I get all this. We need to move.
Stay here.
And I'd find you adorable if only you didn't piss me off so much.
You hear that, Benny? Our entire relationship distilled into 2 lines.
Oh, come on. I was joking. You never did.
Well, that's a lie.
Listen, I know I can be tough, but you know I'm never actually mad at either one of you, right?
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
No niin, tämäkin.
I mean, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? Point.
What do you mean?
Huh?
What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. It's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise. You know what to do. Go ahead and blink.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it.
Hi,
Well,
Mom.
hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius.
What do I write about?
Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become, okay?
Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his best friend, Chloe. Best friend? Okay, Benny. Is that why you didn't sneak out with me? Why not just tell me? You do realize I waited for you out in the alley for like an hour, right? Ugh. So anyway, back to the story, I guess. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it. I respect it. I do.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
Ei mä vihaan tämmöstä.
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading aloud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
No mä voi tekee päättää niin varmaan.
I can't.
Go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you.
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
Aw. Okay. Joo.
Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
Mitä hittoa?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now.
Okay, I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna wait here, okay? I'm gonna hold your hand. You feel that? That's me. That's your mom. That's Mama. Just be right here, you know?
Oo! Tää ääni on ihan kamala.
So, if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button, and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one. Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is actually ridiculous. I don't know if you're embarrassed that you didn't come out to the beach with me, so you're avoiding me or what, but I just wanted to call to say I really don't appreciate being lied to. And it's not that I need your help in history class, you know. I actually never needed your help in history class. And I just pretended because you were clearly really lonely and you had no friends. And it was my New Year's resolution to be nicer to people. So, I just wanted to say that you've reminded me why I wasn't nice to people in the first place. And I wish I never met you. And goodbye forever.
Raffi.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. Not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, is that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Hittoko. Aha. Hittoko. Vaikka saada asentoa. Joo. Ei taas. Aha. Kissa. Ei sitä lappuisa päällä.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
Ei taas.
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Oh, yeah. Ja, ei.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you.
So?
I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
No. Dear weird neighbor kid. Nice. Nappi. Well.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this cramp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny. Just close your eyes.
Pakko päästä. Oi vit, flashbang.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think. There she is. Wish me luck.
Varmaan ihan minustakin on
Before
kiinni.
you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative. And the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't
And out,
Hey,
she began
fuck
to dream
off.
for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick.
and was forced to stay inside for an entire year.
Oh.
And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
she accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know
Why
what
is he
to do.
smiling like that?
Oh?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
Oi hitto, mikä peli.
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you. And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. I'm gonna say I love you before you say I'm gone. And when that chance comes through, I'm gonna prove you wrong. In a market, in a desert, you'll remember why you came here. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, gripped tight to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not. You wanna make some money, give a kid to dad.
Tää oli kyllä
When he has
hyvä.
somebody, you're gonna feel the same. And without him, you'll be thinking he'll have pictures in his wallet. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, ripped tight to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not.
Huh. Joo. Tämmöset rennot VR-pelit on just parhaita. Tässä on chaptereitakin, katsotaan. Today begin. Aha. Joo. Semmonen, tai näköjään pelasin koko helahoidon samassa läpi kokonaan, mutta joo. Tää oli tosi hyvä. Tämmönen rento VR-peli. Hyvällä tarinalla. En mä tiedä, en mä osaa selittää. Pitää eteen pelata, jos tän haluaa kokea samalla tavalla. Tosi immersiivinen. Hei hei.